y'all? It's your girl Key. Thank you for kicking with me. This is going to be a reading, a general reading on what's going to happen in the next 7 days. Whenever you see this video, 7 days after that. Okay, it's a timeless reading. I know it's been a minute since I've been on here, but I got a handy dandy mic. Okay, check me out. So we're gonna get into it. So like I said, this is a collective reading. So I already shuffled the free energy. So the overall energy for you guys is the first quarter moon in Sagittarius. Believe in your luck. Okay, so first quarter moon energy is all about energy that is showing us where we're feeling challenged or blocked and how we can move through these obstacles. So you guys are being told to tap into your Sagittarius energy at this time, which means pay attention to the small things and the big things will follow. Has to activate the crown chakra with the purple here. So a lot of you guys could be having a lot of crown chakra activations, or you guys could be having a lot of head tensions, headaches. Anxiety can be a big thing. Sleepless nights because you're thinking a lot, overthinking, over analyzing. Spirit saying pay attention to the small things, and then that will take care of the big things. So a lot of you are being told to also hold back on your opinions. Watch your words at this time. You might have an opinion on wanting to say something or do something, but you need to get all the facts first. Okay. You also need to let things um, play out is what I'm getting in the next 7 days. Okay. I feel like a lot of you are going to start getting clarity on your steps, but when it comes to these steps that you're being told to take, it has to do with believing in yourself. Be proud of yourself. Okay. Last quarter moon in Taurus. So this is the energy that is making its way out. Okay. Last quarter moon is all about energy that's leaving us. This could all be old ways of doing things and stepping into new ways of doing things. So with last quarter moon in Taurus, this also has to do with it's ruled by Taurus is ruled by Venus. This has to do with our self worth and our value. So a lot of you, this next 7 days, your self worth and your confidence is going to play a big part in these actions that you're getting pushed to take. Okay, so a lot of you might get in this energy to expand with the Sagittarius energy, expansion, expanding your knowledge, expanding your ideas, expanding your money. Whatever idea or step you're getting pushed to do, it has to do with expansion. Okay, and also upping your knowledge because Sagittarius is all about high level learning. So there is some change when it comes to the way we are perceiving things and the way are we doing things. It's like our perception and our old way of how we view things is needing to change. Is what I'm getting for the collective right now. A lot of you are in this energy where you can't keep doing the things how you used to do in the past. You have to make adjustments. You have to start seeing things from a different perspective. So it's like time to take off the old way of viewing and step into a new way, and you're going to start seeing you can solve your problems from a different perspective. But this all has to do with your self worth, your self esteem, and trusting in the universe. Okay, you have first quarter moon in Aquarius. This is all about challenging energy, and a lot of you lack faith. Okay, a lot of you could be lacking faith during these challenging times when it comes to your finances, your stability, also just how you feel within yourself. You could be getting tested a lot. And it's funny how all this purple, so a lot of you could be wanting getting called to an amethyst crystal, could be very important, or just wearing the color purple could be important. A lot of you are also in this energy where you need to pay attention to your dreams because your dreams are also highlighting what is to come. Aquarius energy is future. Okay, and it's funny I said that new moon, the next new moon is going to be important. Being open to change. You guys are being pushed out your comfort zone, but being pushed out your comfort zone because Taurus is all about Taurus are stuck in their ways and they're very slow at moving until they feel safe and secure. But a lot of you are being told to detach from certain outcomes and certain realities of how you view things and step out of yourself and see it from a different perspective. That Aquarius energy, be enviated. Oh, Lord, I can't speak. Throat chakra blockage. Um, be innovated. Yes, be innovated. Do things differently outside the social norm. Is what I'm getting for a lot of you. All right, Spirit. So, what does the collective need to know about the next 7 days? So, you guys could be seeing sevens at this time. You could be seeing fours, and you also could be seeing 888 and 1010 and 1212. Those are important age numbers. So, what's the collective need to know for the next 7 days, Spirit? Collective needs to know for the next. Oh. Yeah, so you either have to be in that air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You could have these placements, or you're just being told to embody the King of Swords, which means see things from a different perspective. Be logical, but also not just be logical. Be use your knowledge behind the action you're doing. So a lot of you might have to do some research. Start researching certain steps you need to take. Start writing down your goals, but being in this air energy also has to do being innovative, okay? coming up with other ways to do things. And I do feel like a lot of you, you're being told to use your words, okay, to manifest. Like at the time, if we're in this, if you're feeling stagnant or still, so maybe you're being told to speak your manifestations to yourself. You know, saying positive affirmations. I get for a lot of you also too, you guys could be coming to an end of a tiring cycle where you had to play karmic debt, or you had to face a lot of challenges of backstabbing, betrayal, or just being in this energy of where you feel defeated when it comes to your finances or gaining your independence and stability. But you don't realize a lot of things that you were going through were preparing you to gain that independence. Okay, Spirit really wanted to see, if you say you want certain things, does your character match that? Does your actions behind what you say match it? Can you sustain what you're asking for? Or are you going to get what you're asking for and fumble it, and then you're back in this Ten of Swords energy? So, what else for the collective spirit? Yeah, it's time to move on from the past to the Six of Swords. This is all air energy. So this is telling me a lot of you, it's mental more than anything. It's mental more than physical, emotional. A lot of you, it's funny I said that you're going through a spiritual awakening. That's why you have the crown chakra. You're having to see things from a different perspective. A lot of you are so used to doing things certain ways, or the way that you were taught and raised, but you're realizing it only got you so far. And Spirit is saying it's time to move on from that with the Six of Swords. And then as you move through these obstacles, by doing it a different way, you're going to be able to remove through these obstacles faster with the chariot. Things are going to start taking off you. Balance is going to be restored in your life with the chariot here. Is what I'm seeing. A lot of you are going to be moving through these obstacles and blockages in your life. This is all because you guys are going through an awakening. You have to see and move things differently. Some of you guys could also be a King of Pentacles. You have Earth sign places in your chart. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. A lot of you, you are having to stop seeing things from a practical standpoint and see things from a spiritual standpoint, or you're having to learn that balance with the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles. They're two different energies. One is more logical. They see things from a mind aspect. They speak very clearly. The other one is more practical. Very, I'm gonna provide. I'm gonna get doing and stuff. So Spirit is saying you're having to find a balance in between these two. So a lot of you could be in hermit mode for the next 7 days as you work through this energy to move through these mental obstacles that have been in your way. A lot of you is just letting go of the past too, accepting what has happened, and ask yourself, what did it teach me, and how can I apply those lessons to be better and do things differently, instead of going about things the same way and causing to be in the same cycle, doing the same thing, getting the same result. Someone needed to hear that. What else for the collective? Yeah, this is going to help you gain your independence. A lot of you don't realize you are your blockage to your blessings. You're the blockage to your stability. It's the way you view your stability. Do you have to have a certain amount of money in the bank to feel secure within yourself, or to be confident in yourself? And a lot of you have to be honest with yourself. Of like, a lot of you place a lot of your self-esteem and self-worth on what you can have or what you can provide for yourself and your loved ones, and instead of being, what is it, grateful for what the blessings you have now. Of like, I have a roof over my head, my bills are taken care of, my kids don't want for nothing. I might not have all the things that I feel like I deserve, but I have all the things that I need to maintain. And that's what a lot of you are getting pushed in this energy. It's like you have to show more gratitude for the now, so it attracts more to you. And a lot of people don't realize that it starts with your mindset. It starts with how you view yourself outside of your material things, outside of your finances, outside of what you have, the car, the job. Who are you outside of those things? Because a lot of people don't realize the inside is matters more than the outside. I always tell people, I'd rather have a good character than a reputation. You could try to ruin my reputation, but at the end of the day, people know who I truly am by my character and how I treat people. And I feel like that's what a lot of you guys are going through when it comes to this soul searching right now. But there is some good news coming with the Page of Cups here. Okay, some of you are going to be getting a proposal. Others of you, you could be receiving some type of good news where you could have been waiting on some type of money that's going to come in, that's going to bring you your independence and stability. This is something you had to fight for. You had to defend yourself. The Seven of Wands here. I also get this energy where a lot of you are having to protect your blessings, okay? But I do feel like with the manifestation here, some of you are in this energy where you're having to really use the tools that you have to get what you need, okay? And a lot of you, this is having to defend what is yours. And part of defending what's yours is blocking out the noise, blocking out the people. Like I said, a lot of you could have been going through a lot of obstacles where outside people were trying to block your blessings. They were trying to delay you. And you had to learn how to stand up for yourself and set boundaries. But this is not stopping anything, because there is some type of good news coming here. Like I said, you have the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. A lot of you are receiving some type of news that is going to lead to some type of emotional fulfillment. Like I said, it's pages though, so this is something that's going to start out small and probably make its way big. Others of you, this I'm not gonna lie, for some of you, this could be a love connection. Okay, this could be if you're showing up as the King of Swords, King of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. You're in this energy where you could be a little um distant, withdrawn, and you could be acting a little cold hearted because due to your past, the spirit's telling you to get out that energy and let it go so you can get what you need. And I do see you coming in, either you're going to give somebody an apology, or you're going to receive an apology, or make some type of proposal to somebody, and somebody could be defensive about it because you took too long. But I do feel like they're going to be receptive to your page of wands. Like I said, some of you, the pages are not always good. It's somebody still learning, someone still developing. But like I said, for those of you, this is finances. There's some type of good news coming in that you've been waiting for. Some type of message you're going to receive, or you're going to receive some type of payout. I don't know why I hear that. That is actually going to give you your Nine of Pentacles. It's going to give you the stability. Why is the King of Swords here? Yeah, Hierophant here. A lot of you are in this process where you're learning about yourself. Okay, this could be, you could be going to a spiritual advisor. You can be also going through some type of an awakening where you're, deepening your faith with your religion. You're tapping more into your spirituality. Others of you, this could also be you going through some type of legal system, legal battle is what I'm getting. And you have to be dealing with a lot of pettiness, conflict, a lot of tit for tat energy. It's funny because a lot of you, it's like you're having to compete for your new beginning. You're having to fight for this new beginning in Aries season. And for a lot of you, you're going to get this new beginning in Aries season. We're in Aries season, which is going to bring a lot of healing. And also, this also could be something publicized too, where karma is going to be balanced out. Okay. Some of you, if you were done wrong in the past, I see justice is going to be served. And I feel like it might be going in your favor, where it's going to give you some money. Okay. You're going to get your independence. You're going to get your stability. A lot of you are going to be more secure, but a lot of you, this has to do with your self-worth and self-esteem, where you're really having to acknowledge that you might have some insecurities, that you might question yourself or doubt some of the moves that you've been making. But it's all to teach you how to look at things differently is what I'm getting. What's the Chariot here? Yeah, the Magician. A lot of you are in this energy where to move through these obstacles, you have to use your spiritual tools too, which means praying with attention, writing down your petition. Some of you, you might have to go to somebody who is more knowledgeable in that area and ask them for help to help you with. A lot of you don't realize you are the magician. You have the tools you need to get the outcome that you want. But it all stands with confidence, with you believing in yourself. A lot of you don't believe in yourself. You have a lot of anxiety, sleepless nights because you're worried how things are going to play out. But a lot of you is like you already done the healing with the Three of Swords here. Whatever could have hurt you the most, you healed from it. It is you have to continue. You have to emotionally walk away from it. You have to emotionally let go and ask yourself. You really be honest with yourself of like, what is keeping me emotionally tied to this? Is it revenge? Is it because you have shame and guilt on your choices and decisions? It's all about accountability, and that you have the power and tools to get out of this energy. It's you that's in the way. The Magician. Yeah, this is some slow energy that you've been doing. A lot of you, it's having to be strategic with the Seven of Swords here. When it comes to these moves, you had to move in silence, is what I'm getting. But I also do feel like some of you, if you've been asking to reveal your enemies, that's coming to light. It might have been something that took a time, but that Seven of Swords, your enemies are coming out. All that deception energy, all that sneakiness, that lying, betraying, doing stuff behind the back, that's coming to light. And I feel like it's being brought to you right now so you can see. And so Spirit is telling you to stand on your business. What's the Seven of Swords? But I also get for a lot of you, this could be you moving in silence, moving strategic. Okay. Yeah, y'all, a lot of you are taking action strategically. And I feel like a lot of you, as you are moving, you're going to start taking some impulsive action where you're actually this action is going to make you take off and actually receive some good news. What's the Nine of Swords? Let me see. This is, yeah, a lot of you are going to see some shift that's going to happen really quickly. That's going to come your way. You're not going to see, a lot of you are not going to see it coming, or this could be how you're moving. A lot of people are not going to see it coming. And it's like justice is like the divine's helping you behind the scenes by bringing justice to this situation. Yeah, there's some type of good news coming your way. Yeah, that's finally going to be able for you to let go of the past and fully walk away for good. I keep hearing hands clean. Okay, and this is something that a lot of you has been holding you back. It has something to do with your past, the Six of Cups here. Okay, and how you've been self-sabotaging out of fear, out of um, mental anguish, and it's also like the emotional part. Yeah, what's the Nine of Pentacles? Yeah, the lovers. It's like you finally are going to be able to have a choice in the when it comes to your life now. It's like you see you have more than one way to get something. You have options. And a lot of you had to, had to do a little manifestation subconsciously. And I do feel like some of you are going to have more than one option of like what direction you want to go in your life. I also feel like you're going to have a choice in a lover, but this is a strong soul connection that's coming your way, or a work partnership that's going to bring a new beginning. We are in Aries season, but a lot of you are in this energy where you are letting the confusion get the best of you, okay? Because you have more than one option towards you of how to go about things. But with the Seven of Cups here, it's telling me you're not seeing things clearly. What's the Seven of Cups? Yeah, you're having to. A lot of you have fear coming up, but you don't realize the fear that you're needing to release that. You're being your own block. The Five of Swords is like surrender to what's happening. Let things unfold naturally. Because what you don't realize is your Ten of Pentacles on the other side. Once you finally surrender to the change and let things happen the way they need to happen. A lot of you don't realize your independence is going to be coming through a partnership. It's a soul partnership that's actually going to bring a new beginning and a balance instead of trying to do everything on your own. I think that's the new perspective a lot of you are having to shift and change. Yeah, it's funny I said that, the Ace of Swords. A lot of you are having to shift and change, and some of you, there is a Queen of Swords in your energy that you're supposed to partner with. This is somebody who sees you the same way mentally. Who matches you mentally, and there's gonna be a breakthrough moment that happens. Okay, yeah. So that's what I got for y'all for the next 7 days. There's gonna be some mental issues that you're gonna have to work through. What message advice do you have for the collective spirit? You have paid more attention to your health and promptly address any concerns. So a lot of you, if you are having health issues, make that appointment. But others of you at this time, you have to pay attention to your mental and emotional health. If you need someone to go talk to someone. If you have a spiritual advisor, you have a counselor, a therapist, whatever you have, go do it, because a lot of you need somebody else's. You need a listening ear is what I'm getting. A challenging time for your mental health is ahead. Take time to pause, reflect, and converse your energy. And that's confirmation what I said about this whole reading. This is more mental and emotional than anything. You guys over the next 7 days are having to really sit with yourself, reflect, change your perspective, ask yourself, what am I not seeing? What little detail am I not paying attention? Or what do I need to surrender to work and move this energy out quickly so I can start building my life the way I would like? And then you will be entering a transitional phase in which you may feel restless. Things may seem complicated at this time, but these challenges are needed to help you move forward on your journey. Confirmation for what I said for this whole reading, y'all.